But right now, I want to introduce a living legend, one of my idols. A man who back in the day, when everybody turned on the radio all over America, this is what they heard.
Tiddly-up. Oh, this is Jocko, and I'm back on the scene with the record machine saying, "Goo, papa doo, how do you do?" All right.
All right, from deck 10 to do it again. My friend.
Man.
Jock, tell us, how did you get the spacesuit? The whole thing, the Ace from Outer Space, Jocko, the whole thing. How did that come to be?
Well, there was a good friend of mine in Baltimore named Hot Rod, who had a show, a radio show, you know. And he did a few things in rhyme, but I thought that was the most clever thing I'd ever heard. So I started rhyming up everything, you know. If you had a record, I'd say, "Ooh, Papa Day, here comes Harvey Holiday." Okay? And I don't know, the rhyme, thank goodness, caught on. And kids began to rhyme. In fact, I'm the world's oldest rapper. Were you aware of that?
Now speaking of old, how much did you pay for that 40-year-old suit? That suit's like 40 years old, right?
40 years old.
And how much did you pay for it?
Well, let me tell you, I didn't have any money then. This is 1960, right? But I did have a lot of coupons. So I took a bushel of coupons and got the suit from the store. Coupon suit. This is what this is, okay?
I must tell everybody, besides being a living legend, one of the pioneers of radio, because back then, you were entertainers, more than just guys that played records.
Right.
I think people thought they would never see this again. To me, this is like bigger than Ed Sullivan introducing the Beatles. You're going to come back and introduce the Cadillacs.
Of course.
And you're going to be Jocko. And that's what I want. People want to hear.
Fine.
You love that rhyme,
Okay.
don't you?
Okay. Okay.
You love Jocko. Thank you very much, Jocko. Douglas Henderson. All right. Jocko, I want you to do what you do best. Because I mentioned that, you know, you think about Ed Sullivan introducing the Beatles, great moments in rock and roll history, all the shows you did, the TV shows, the live shows at the Apollo. We have a legendary group, and only a legendary radio personality can introduce them on this show, and I want you to do it right now. This is to me, as a guy who grew up listening to you and singing along with their records, this is a magical moment for me, and I thank you very much for being here and doing this.
Well, number one, I had the pleasure of introducing this group on the Grammys. And Billy Crystal introduced me, and I introduced this group. And the Grammys had almost 1 billion viewers during that time, you know. And this group is one of my favorites of all times. I've had them on many shows in the Apollo Theater. And every time I booked them in the Apollo, I knew there was money in the bank. You know, that's a fact, because they're fantastic. And the lead singer, they often called him Speedo, but his real name is Mr. Earl.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, who Papa acts, these are the Cadillacs. Let's hear it.
When you come home from a dance, stand in the hall and make a romance. When you do the things you shouldn't do, Peekaboo, I'm watching you. When you ought to be in school, learning about the golden rule. When you dance, the sole right off your shoes. Peekaboo, I'm watching you. Look in the dark, you see my face. Don't try to hide, I'm every place. Play cool, kinda sweet. I'm gonna give you what? Hope you read the things I said. Ladies and kings, you'll be hard hit. When you tell a tale that isn't true. Peekaboo, I'm watching you. Dog, you see my face. Don't try to hide. I'm every place. Play cool, kinda sweet. I'm gonna give you what? Hope you heard the things I said. Ladies shouldn't do. Peekaboo.